NFC North's next.
North, last one, yeah.
This is the this isn't it. Okay, last year they had, three playoff teams, and then just the Bears at the bottom. But I've got the Packers winning the division. I think, I talked about how much I like the Packers. I think Jordan Love needs to be able to prove that he can stay healthy. I think that's kind of been, the battle throughout his career is like, can he stay healthy and can he also can he be consistent,
Right.
with the interceptions? I mean, I think he threw like three in that playoff game against the Eagles last year. I mean, some of his decision making needs to get a little bit better, but I mean, their receiving core obviously improved, and the Packers are going to run the football with Josh Jacobs. He had 15 touchdowns, a career high for him. So, like, I mean, I like what the Packers are doing. They also have a good identity on defense. It's obviously, the Packers, Lions, Vikings. Those are the three teams. I think the Vikings are the more wild card because, you got a new quarterback. You still have talent, but like you got a lot of new pieces in free agency. So like I think a lot of people were wondering what the Vikings are really going to do because like I initially had the Vikings winning it, but then I was like, like with JJ McCarthy, like I don't really know what JJ McCarthy's going to look like, and I know what Jordan Love can do, and I know how the Packers have been building, youngest team in the league, and they haven't had as much change as some of these other teams in the NFC North. So that's why I'm going with the Green Bay Packers to take the division.
Let me ask you, you got Bears dead last
I do.
after a season where you were like really high on Caleb Williams. I gotta
Listen,
ask, what happened?
listen. I watched the Bears play. I watched the Bears play, and I don't think the Bears are going to be good again. I don't think the Bears are going to be good this year because Caleb's not used to taking snaps under center. And in the Ben Johnson offense, he's going to be under center a lot more. And, I know they got all these guys on the offensive line, that it's supposed to be better or, whatever. Like, I'm just not buying it, dude. Like, I went on the mountaintop and they just cut my head off. Like,
I
legit,
just think
dude.
it's funny because we were on opposite ends of the spectrum last year. I was like, I hate the Bears. They have no head coach. Matt Eberflus is bad. You're like, oh, I love the Bears. And even mid-season, I was trying to convince you. I was like, there's nothing that this
They
team's
were
gonna
four and
do.
two last time we were on the podcast
Yeah,
together, and I was
yeah.
like
I was
sitting
like,
there going,
they're
"Yeah, dude,
not
this is
gonna
it."
do anything, and they fell off a cliff. And now, I think the Bears can win this division. I'm serious, man. We are gonna flip again. You like, Bears
Oh,
screwed me last year. They're dead last. They have the
oh
system
my
now.
god, are
Ben
you serious
Johnson.
right now? Is this?
I'm okay. I
Do
don't.
I need to check my hearing? Do I need to go to a
To be
doctor? Is
realistic,
that I heard?
I got the Lions at 11 and 11-6, but the Bears are right behind them at
Oh,
10-7. Okay,
oh,
the Bears are going to have a winning record this year.
woo!
Period. Yeah, same old Bears. I mean, I don't know.
That's why I'm not picking him because the same old
Yeah.
Bears.
Okay. It's been like last year, like even with Justin Fields, it's like, oh, Justin Fields finally gets DJ Moore. I hear all this nonsense about all the Bears are going to be great. They just had no coach. There's no coach there. Matty Eberflus was never a
Okay, Ben
coach.
Johnson definitely makes him better, but I mean, come on, dude. I just don't see them, finishing last, winning 5 games
Yeah,
and
I will.
then winning the NFC North. I just don't see it.
It's going to be close. It's going to be very close because I think they're going to be at least a game or two out of the winner of the division. I mean, it's going to be really close because you look at the Bears and they have a lot of weapons. I mean, it's DJ Moore, it's Roma Dunze, it's now Luther Burden or Oluwata Zacchaeus in the
Yeah,
slot.
yeah, that was a big pickup.
So
Cole
again
Komet.
with Colston Loveland, Cole Komet, love that. I mean, that's a team that it looks like a Ben Johnson ran system. And if you telling me you got an offensive coach there ready to coach Caleb Williams, and I will say the preseason game against the Chiefs, it showed that he's not ready for the pressure. But it's the week one game against the Vikings. And the reason I'm higher on the Bears this year is because I don't like the Vikings. I don't. I love Kevin O'Connell, but JJ McCarthy is a freshman. He's a rookie. I mean, I know he's a second year in the league, but he had a
He's
meniscus.
really a rookie. He's
He
really a
didn't play.
rookie.
He's basically a rookie, right? So it's like you need to prove to me that you can be the guy, and I just don't know yet. Like you can take veterans and make them into these, system quarterbacks. I don't know if you could do that with a young guy. Like Trey Lance didn't work in the system of Kyle Shanahan. Not to say JJ's Trey Lance. Not saying that at all. But it's like
He's a lower
I
draft pick than Trey Lance, which is
I
crazy to
don't
think about.
know. I don't know what to make of him. I mean, His IQ is being compared to like the next best in the locker room. I'm just like, okay. They just traded for Adam Thielen, which I love because Addison's out the first 3 games, and then
That
Addison comes
hurts them a
back.
lot.
Addison comes back. You got Jefferson, Addison, and Thielen with
And then
Hawkinson. That
Hawkinson, yeah.
that could be a good team. It's just the quarterback is suspect for me. And he against the Texans, a better defense in the league, but that first drive was ugly. And he missed a couple throws. And I'm not going to judge him on the preseason. He can have the season to prove me wrong, but I got the Vikings at 7-10. I think they're going to be middle of the road this year. I just don't think they're going to have enough firepower on offense to do what they did last year. And it's just the way that they made it first in the NFC. I mean, that's where the schedule is going to get harder. Again, they're playing both these teams twice a year. That's a really tough division to play in. I don't want to knock the Vikings, but they have to prove it. And with a rookie quarterback, it's too
Where
many
do you
question
have the
marks.
Packers?
Packers are third. They're right behind the Bears, 9-8,
Oh, so you think the
10-7.
Bears are going to be better than the Packers? I don't think so.
I think
don't
it's going
think
to be
so.
close.
I
I
don't
think it's
think
going to
so.
be close. I think it'll be close. Closer than anything. I mean, Bears will split with the Packers. I think it'll be close.
Okay, as long as
I mean,
Tyreek
this is a
Stevenson's
new
running
era.
around and waving at the crowd, that's okay.
It's a new era. It's a new era in Chicago. I'm not a Bears fan by any means, but this is one year where I'm going to say, okay, the Bears can have a winning record and not be last in the NFC North.
I would rather not go on a limb
that's
and hype them up than hype them up and they do bad. So that's where I'm
fair
going
enough.
because they kind of just killed my spirit last year
Fair enough.
with
I
picking.
don't know. I feel like because everyone hates them and they're like, oh, Caleb Williams was terrible. That's where the bounce back happens.
I don't
like
think Caleb Williams was. I don't.
He wasn't that bad.
I don't think he
wasn't.
was bad. I mean, he had a
No.
rocky rookie season, but I think the thing that he needs to really work on is getting the ball out quickly. And
Yes.
in the Bills game in the preseason, I mean, it seemed like he was doing that. It's
Against
encouraging, but
second
like
stringer.
like I think it was like 24 out of those 68 sacks. Was it 68 or 63? It was something like that.
He does. He hangs
Yeah,
on.
he held the ball for more than 5 seconds on
He hangs on to the
24 of
ball
those
for
sacks
way
last
too
year. And I think he needs to get rid of it quickly, but I think the Ben Johnson offense will help him out. Look, I want the Bears to, I think they're talented. I think they have a good defense. They have a great offense. They have an O-line now. Like, I think they can be good, but I'm not going to sit here and say that because I don't want to. I don't want to. I'm actually scared to because, we both know Gabe. He said we're the Bears. I'm like, all right, man. I ignored it last year. Now I'm acknowledging it. I'm acknowledging that you're the Bears and that you guys are going to suck. That's what I think.
I want to do a mid-season recap because I don't want to say anything yet. Nothing is happening.
I'm scared. I'm
I
genuinely
don't blame
scared.
you. You were on them last year. They absolutely shot you in the foot. Makes sense. But it's like, I'm so excited to see what this team can do. And talking about the preseason game, Caleb looked like he was reading defenses pretty well against the Bills. I mean, yeah, they were second stringers, but he actually moved the safety with his eyes. He looked okay. In the Chiefs game, they sent the guys after him, and he really struggled. But they scored 1 touchdown that whole half. It's like, again, bounce back in the second half. Maybe we don't know. It's like that's the game. That's the game. And I love the fact that they played the starters in the preseason because you need to see what they are capable of. And if Ben Johnson is literally, this is why I love Ben Johnson because he's an emotional guy and he gets into it. Matt Eberflus is standing on the sidelines like this. I mean, he didn't really look like he cared. He didn't look like he gave anything. It's like Ben Johnson, he doesn't even let Luther Burden play first team snaps. He was so mad at him before he didn't. It's like, dude, you need to know this. And it's like, that's where you have to love the little details about Ben Johnson to where it's like, okay, this is going to be done right or nothing. You know what I mean? So he has that leadership kind of qualities that I've seen already from the rumors out of
well, he's also watched it. The last couple of years with Dan Campbell, man. I mean, that's
it could be a Ben
example.
Johnson revenge story. I mean, he knows every team in the NFC North very well. I mean, he picked apart a lot of defenses on the Lions. I mean, 5-1 record against Minnesota. I mean, we'll wait and see. I mean, that's the biggest cliche of them all, but I have to say it because we're right around the corner, Jess.
Talk to me, baby. Talk to me nice. I'm from another world, baby, yeah. Red way paradise. They think I'm way too cold, cause I put my